So guys, so guys, fuck, what did I want to say? So guys, oh shit, God, my hand is painful. Shit. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're watching this video. I hope you're having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening today. So guys, today I wanted to do something a little bit serious because we're always doing the whole crush. So guys, first of all, I wanted to apologize for last week. I didn't upload a video last week and I'm actually very sorry. It was due to some personal reasons. I was like really caught up last week. I couldn't upload a video and I'm really sorry and I'm back. A lot of people send me messages that, oh my god, bitch, why didn't you upload a video this week? Are you trying to gain our attention? Are you trying to... It really wasn't for clout or anything. I just really was caught up with stuff, personal stuff. That's why I didn't upload last week. Anyways, this week we're going to be doing something really serious because I feel like we goof around a lot in this channel, which is good. But this week I decided to talk about how to set your goals for the year or for the month, and how to actually go through with those goals, like steps to follow to set your goals and go through with them. Because I think a lot of times people set goals, but they don't always end up achieving the goals because they don't actually know how to set the goals. People just wake up in the morning and just say, I want to achieve this by the end of this year, but they don't actually follow through to it because they don't know. Like before then, a lot of people are always asking me why I don't post stuff on my Instagram concerning YouTube, stuff about YouTube on Instagram. And the thing is, I'm also an actor, and being an actor, it makes it really hard for producers to reach out to you when everything on your Instagram page is YouTube. Seeing as YouTube is more like consistent in my life than acting now. So I decided to create a different page on Instagram for everything Cassie, everything the Cassie family, everything about us, the Cassie family, the Cass family. I decided to create a different Instagram page. I'm going to put the handle here. Cassie Learner 247 is a spam account for everything related to YouTube. That's where I'm going to be posting my... That's where I'm going to be posting my posts. That's where I'm going to be posting my Q&As. That's where I'm going to be posting anything I'm posting about YouTube is basically going to be Cassie Learner 247 because that's like just us, strictly me and you guys, strictly the Cass family, strictly us guys. So yeah, please go follow that Instagram account because that is our official YouTube account. That is for everything YouTube, like I said. And if you decide that you want to follow me on Instagram normally, there's a link from that. There is a link from that account to my normal Instagram handle. I mentioned it somewhere on the bio of that account. So yeah, so let's get right into the video. So guys, the thing is, a lot of times we just tell ourselves that, okay, want to do this by the end of the year, or want to do this by the end of the month, or want to do this by the... But we don't end up following through to doing that particular thing. So today I'm going to be giving you tips on how to actually set goals and how to follow through to that goals and not stop halfway through. Number one, create and take advantage of fresh start effect. There's something called fresh start effect, and it's like this New Year resolution thing that we always do. Something that fresh start effect is something that gives us a reason for a fresh start. Either maybe a new year, a new age, a new month, a new relationship, new house, new something. And the thing is, a lot of times we limit our setting goals to maybe when there's a new year or when there's a new month. But the thing is, you can actually set goals on a normal day. You can just wake up today and just be like, how has my life been between this past month, and how do I want my life to be from now till 3 months? So, and the thing is, we tend to forget the most important things in goal setting, and that is what I'm going to be telling you guys in this very video. The most important things in goal settings are the most important things in goal setting are: one, things that you've always wanted to do but you don't end up doing because of procrastination. So make a list of things that you've always wanted to do in your life, but because you can procrastinate too much, you don't end up doing it. It might be starting up a YouTube channel, it might be starting up a vlog. Write a list of things that you've always wanted to do but you don't end up doing because of procrastination, and then figure out the things that would have the biggest impact in your life in the next 2 to 3 months. Like, if you know that, okay, like if your list contains 1, start up a YouTube channel, 2, be the next face of Zaron, 3, do this, 4, do that. Pick out the ones that you know that will have the greatest impact in your life between now and 3 months, or now and 2 months, or now and 4 months, or now and a month, depending on how, you know, depending on when you want to be doing this evaluation. If you want to make it a 3 months evaluation, then pick out the top 2 or top 3 that are going to make biggest changes in your life if you end up achieving them between now and that 3 months, and then concentrate on those ones. And then write a list of things you need to do that will get you to your goal. If your goal is to start up a YouTube channel, then write a list of things that you need to do in order to start up a YouTube channel. Maybe things like buying a camera, getting a good background for your YouTube channel, getting a good place that you're going to be doing it, getting a microphone, you know, make lists like that. And then in making lists like that, you should do what I call implementation intention. Implementation intention is sort of like when you declare that this is when you're going to do a particular thing concerning your goal. Like if your goal is to write a novel, for instance, this is what your implementation intention should look like. And then research has it that if you do this implementation intention thing, 90% of the time, you always end up following through to that particular thing that you wanted to do. Another step on achieving your goal is always try to achieve one thing at a time. Try to set one goal at a time, because that way you don't end up procrastinating all of them. Because if you notice, if you say you want to make your hair today, you most likely end up making your hair today, instead of when you say, I want to make my hair, I want to wash my clothes, I want to do this, I want to do that, you end up not doing any one. But when you try to follow the goals one or two at a time, it helps you to focus. It helps you to I don't know what the word is, but focus basically. It helps you to focus on a particular thing. Another thing that I think helps us to achieve goals is the midpoint. In every goal has a starting point, midpoint, and end point. Starting point is that point where you feel like you're just making plans, you've not started doing anything about it, you're just writing, making plans that I want to do this, I want to do that, but you've not actually achieved anything. Midpoint is that point where you realize that, oh my god, shit, my time is almost up and I've not achieved anything. So at that midpoint, there is an influx of energy that pushes you to want to achieve so much, to want to do so much, to want to do so much with regards to your goal. You get and the thing is, don't feel overwhelmed by that particular midpoint, because it is important, because it is that midpoint that helps you to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve at the end of the day. Because that midpoint is the point where you do all the work, you do all the example. Now, if you guys are a group of people and you want to maybe contribute or maybe have a picnic by 15th of January, and on the 1st of January, you guys, that 1st of January is your starting point. You've not achieved anything. You are just making plans, writing down the venue, making plans for where you want to go, who you want to meet, who you want to invite, and all that. By the 7th of January, that's when it's going to dawn on you that, okay, the time is coming and I've actually not done anything. And that is your midpoint, because if you notice, that is when you achieve the most. So try to make the most of that midpoint, because that energy you get at the midpoint is what takes you through to your end point here. And then at the end point, don't ever feel like, because the thing about end points is that when you get to maybe 13th of January and the picnic is like 15th, you start thinking, I did not do anything. What if it doesn't end up going well? What if this? What if that? What if that? Don't ever second guess yourself, because when you second guess yourself, you start to slack. So believe in the hustle that you are putting at that midpoint, and then it will end up working out at the end of the day. Yeah. So yeah, another way to keep yourself in check when you're trying to achieve your goals is, even though you do maybe like you want to do like a 3 months setting of goals process, you should also try to evaluate yourself every now and then. Do like a weekly evaluation of how far you've come, what is going to take to complete the goal, you know, what is left, what you've achieved, and all that, and to help you put you in track. Another thing you should also do is find a friend that will support you. Find the word is called accountability partner. Find somebody that somebody that can be your accountability partner. It can be one person, it can be 2 people, but it shouldn't actually be more than 2 or 3 people. Because when you start to tell everybody things that you want to achieve, it becomes mockery of that very goal. So find 1 or 2 people that you trust, even if it's in your family or out of your family, that can be your accountability partner. Because at the end of the day, sometimes it will actually look like the goal is not going to be achieved. Sometimes you need somebody to be your motivation. Sometimes you need somebody to push you. Because if you want to keep pushing yourself and stuff, at some point you start to feel depressed, you start to feel down, because especially when that goal is not looking like you're achieving it. So find 1 or 2 people that you can confide in, and don't confide in them and tell them, this is what I want to achieve, no, confide in them and tell them, I want you to be my accountability partner. I want you to walk with me through these goals. Tell me when I'm doing something wrong and tell me when I'm doing something right. And then I want you to, aside that, one of the other most important tips on how to achieve a goal, pray seriously about this goal, because I believe that everything we do as humans is cemented by prayers. Everything we do as humans is cemented by our faith in God, our belief in God, and our prayers, our steadfast prayers. So if it's something you want to achieve, if it's something you're serious about, then I think you should pray to God. Tell God that, okay, God, this is what I want to achieve. Please help me, come through for me, help me achieve this, give me the strength to do this, make way open for me, open ways for me, help me to bring things that can help me achieve these goals fast and with not so much stress. So yeah, these are like ways on step-by-step ways on how to achieve your goals, how to set your goals and follow through to it. I'm going to be doing a video on things that should guideline your goal setting, probably sometime in the future, maybe next week or next week, depending on how I'm feeling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We've come to the end of this very video. Yes, like I said earlier, please go follow our Instagram handle, our YouTube Instagram handle, CassieLeonard247. The link is going to be here. Then if you want, you could also follow me on all my social media handles. I'm going to put them right here. Please, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want you to tell me your goal story. Tell me if this video inspired you. Tell me if you don't think this video inspired you. Tell me if you think I missed some certain things. Tell me in the comment section. Tell me everything you want to tell me, the Cass family. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section. I really love you guys. Thank you guys for staying with me all through my last week's episode. I promise something like that is not going to happen again. I'm going to try to post a video every week because I'm sure y'all love me. Yes. Anyways, I enjoyed... I love you guys so much from the depth of my heart. Thank you so much, Cass family. I love you guys from the depth of my heart. Have a lovely week. And yeah, because I did not post a video last week, I think I might end up posting a video on Saturday. So keep our fingers crossed. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Mwah, 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 mwah. Woo! Tell me if you want me to post a video on Saturday. Tell me.